First off, welcome back everybody to Shadow Wolf Gaming. We are live right now on this fabulous Tuesday of July the 1st. Hopefully this recording will go well and this preview and splicing will go just as well. But before we begin, as per always, Shadow Wolf Gaming is rated down for matures and for such audiences. Possible contents include mature and sensitive themes, funny, violence, topics, and discursive nature, nature with things and language. All tracks and live streams are unscripted. Viewer discussion is advised. Thank you. I still got it. Anyways, hello, welcome back everybody. We're back, we're here. It's a new month. I am technically not officially back, but I do need to come back for this stream because I have missed two Tuesdays in Destiny where there is a lot of stuff happening and I would like to catch you all up on this. So yes, please. First and foremost, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you all for bearing with me in my disappearance for about the last month. I really needed June off, so July I just got back. I literally just flew back into I just flew right back into the battle station today. So please do bear with me as we're running right back into this. So, as we all know, Destiny 2 has a brand new DLC coming out. So yeah, there's a lot that I missed out on. So we got the Edge of Fate reveal trailer. We watched that one already. But now comes the time where we get to watch the developer trailer. So both of them are about an hour long. I will splice myself, I guess. Where's my notepad? Let me you know what? I'm going to open up a new notepad. Let's do that. You're going to hear my clackety clack of my keyboard, but that's kind of normal. Edge of Fate dev stream notes. Edge of Fate dev stream notes. So that way when I future me when you do edit and splice this together, when we do get to talk about things that we can watch along. And currently I am actually live in my own in my clan's Discord right now, and we are, well, it is open we are open to discussion and paneling. And what oh no, wrong screen. Oopsies. But without further ado, we have Destiny 2 Edge of Fate for this fine Tuesday. And yeah. So Future Shadow, I guess, do you want to record my reactions? I don't think we need to record reactions. I'm not much of a reaction channel. I mean, they are priceless reactions. But also, we're here for the meat and bones of it. I'm here to talk about story, and I'm here to talk about gameplay mechanics. So I will be jotting down notes, and we shall full screen as we full screen, as we full screen, as we full screen. So, if you would like me to hop... I'm going to do this in my own format. I've been trying to figure out how I want to do this formatedly. I'm just going to hang out here in the bottom corner, the bottom left corner, and we'll just talk as we go. I think that's a better way of doing it. If you want to see the full dev diary without me in there, the website is up. The links are there. I'm just here to write timestamps and provide my thoughts. So without further ado, Destiny 2, Edge of Fate, dev diary, reaction and analysis live stream, go. Oh, plus I get to skip a lot of stuff. Oh, never mind. There's actually a thing here. Yeah.
So Kepler's a place touched by the Nine, concealing a lot of secrets and danger. And it's somewhere that human scientists traveled to a long time ago to research a dormant singularity. While living on Kepler, not only did they observe the collapse, they survived it. And over time, the ideals of the scientific process they held to were enshrined in their culture, and they came to be known as the Ionians. The Elixni House of Exile arrived during the Dark Age, weary from the Long Drift. They didn't invade Earth with the other Elixni houses. Instead, they sought a new home, which they found alongside the Ionians. But the dark matter that permeates Kepler and that they converted into the ether they need to survive ended up being toxic. So when the Ionians failed to cure them, the house rose up under an archon claiming to be blessed with prophetic sight. Now, the House of Exile is full of zealots. And they'll stand opposed to the Guardian as they walk the winding pathways of Kepler, learning more about what called them there in the first place. Guardian's paracausal power acts as a catalyst for the normally corrosive force of dark matter. These new powers will allow them to unlock long sealed passageways for the Ionians as they make their way to the singularity at the core of the planetoid.
So from the start, we focused on building Kepler as more of a dungeon-like destination. It expands on the interconnected world design of places like the Leviathan or the Shattered Throne.
As you fight your way across Kepler, you tap into dark matter abilities and unlock enemy tech that expands your navigation and aids you in combat. These are all about going places you would normally think are out of reach.
Matterspark has you turn into this wild ball of arc energy. It's like nothing we've done in Destiny before. The Mattermorph ability lets you twist the objects in the world around you.
With Relocator, you've essentially co-opted the Fallen's teleportation networks and can use it to cross gaps you wouldn't have even considered before.
It'll be the small tells, an open vent, a broken window, things you want to remember because you might be revisiting them later.
Abilities can be upgraded, so as you unlock new perks, you can chain them into your build crafting in clever ways.
By far the most game-changing is one of Matterspark's upgrades. On Kepler, it lets you turn into Matterspark the same way you'd summon a sparrow, wherever and whenever. It will optimize not only exploration, but also combat on future playthroughs in super creative ways. There are tons of cool combinations. You can suspend an enemy with Mattermorph, bend a path up toward the sky, and then in mid-air, leap into Matterspark to dash across the arena and arc chain a group of enemies.
The team has already seen players pairing abilities with different exotic perks and aspects to create some really crazy builds.
We know this is only the beginning and can't wait to see what happens once players get their hands on this kit.
Okay, really quick, before we continue, that alone says a lot for us as to what's to come in Destiny. I like that. So, this is what I would call the Metroidvania update. Like, so Bungie has been playing around the past couple months in Destiny to test out, what's it called? How an open world type game works with Destiny. The thing about Destiny is that it is, I classify it as an MMO FPS, meaning massively multiplayer online. There is a massive community to this game. You do things like raids. You technically have a healer, a tank, and a DPS. You have those in the said raids and dungeons. You have that in strikes, by technicality. But also, you do have immersive, giant open worlds that you can roam around in. Giant in in quotation marks. Anyways, with that update with Matterspark, us being able to manipulate the environment and teleport and go around new places, that is brand new. That is never before seen, and that is a literal game changer. I like that. Growing up, I never got to play Metroid Prime. This is going to be a fine way for me to kind of experience that a little bit. So what we're seeing here is we're going up against the Fallen, who are old enemies in Destiny that we have fought dime a dozen. These are a different version. I like this world that we're coming to in the Kepler system in that it reminds me of Venus. Venus, for those of you that don't know, was my favorite planet back in Destiny 1, and we get to come back to that. I am really excited to see that world again. Just going through it all and just seeing all these crazy green environments, just lush and rocky. Look at this. That's beautiful. I like that. And then this is the big thing I wanted to look at, in that we now have newer build crafting to work with. That this is a screen layout that, well, in short, we get to add on to our current toolkit as a Guardian, that things such as what's it called? We had things like oh god, I'm forgetting what it's called, Deep Sight, that we got in Witch Queen. So we have our active abilities such as stasis, solar, all of those goodies. But this is more of like the passive abilities, but now it's like a nice middle in between utility thing, Whereas, like, yes, stasis, you could use the crystals to get around. Yes, strand, you could use a grapple to get around. But here, we actually manipulate the environment to our use in the same way that we do in LEGO Star Wars. So, this does open up a new avenue for us to work with, which is really nice. I'm going to jump, we're going to jump in, and we're going to let the devs do the talking next.
Yeah, so when Destiny 2 launched, we had armor in the game, but there were 3 stats. There were no mods available. And then with Shadowkeep, we hit Armor 2.0, where we added 3 additional stats for a total of 6, and armor mods as well. And this is the next evolution for the new saga of Destiny 2. In Armor 3.0, we are adding, or we're reworking the stats. We're adding set bonuses, and we are adding gear tiers as well.
Yeah.
And the kind of the goals with Armor 3.0, so one, we want to make armor more exciting and desirable. When's the last time you saw a purple armor dropped and you were, thrilled to go pick it up and see what was inside? And then we want to rework the stats to make sure no stat is left behind, no stat feels mandatory, and give you further depth of build crafting in your armor roles, essentially.
Covering over perks, stats, all that kind of stuff. You're seeing actual percentages. You're seeing more full descriptions for things, helping newer players or returning players get reacquainted with the sandbox of Destiny.
Yeah, in this release and in coming releases, we are absolutely focusing on making the game easier to digest and understand what's going on. And this, looking at the shooting range here, is a great example of this, like where I can just go and see how much damage I'm doing, and test out my weapons, test out these builds, and see the actual changes that my new armor and whatnot is giving.
Shooting the stuff. So let's really quick talk about stats. This is one of the major overhauls. A couple things are leaving, a couple things are being added. Really quick, if you could get a quick scroll through some of the stats, go ahead and give us.
Yeah, so we've removed some stats. We've removed resilience. We've removed recovery.
Mobility.
Yes, and mobility. So instead, starting from the top, we got health. Then we have melee and grenade, super, class, and then our weapon stat. So this is an entirely new suite of stats, does different things. All of our stats now, instead of going to 100, they go to 200. So once you go above 100, you get an additional benefit put on top of the 0 to 100 benefit. And these, on the ability side, we are giving you kind of your uptime and how much energy you're getting in the 0 to 100 range. And then the 100 to 200 range, we're increasing things like damage, things like survivability, which is somewhere we've never really, gone into. And it's going to really give players more tools to customize their build, focused and all of this, right?
Yeah, we haven't had like a weapons stat before, and it's sometimes been you'd have to like hook into the artifact to make like a true weapons build, and we've kind of pushed further into that world.
Yeah, so if you want to go all in on weapons, like your weapons are going to be more potent than they were before, but it's at the expense of your other abilities and that sort of thing. The pre-Edge of Fate numbers and feel of the game, it really across the game we have just changed so much.
It's very different.
It's
not really easy to compare the experience of what it's going to be in the next release to what people are playing right now.
All right, cool. Really quick, before we continue onward, this I do want to talk about. I have been asked about this with this new change that's coming up with the armor set bonus differences. I like this. I like that they're doing this. First and foremost, shooting range, beautiful, fantastic. Now you can go build craft whatever stats you want to do. Secondly, matching armor sets at last. Okay, this has been something I've been complaining about for the past at least 3 to 4 years in Destiny 2. In that, whenever I pick up a piece of armor, I don't care about picking up that piece of armor anymore. I look at purple gear, I look at it, it's 50 stat total, it's trash, I'm throwing it away immediately. Right? That's kind of my zone. That's where my zone mentality is when it comes to it. Because when it comes to the current state of armor, I'm mostly just looking for artifice armor so I can just boost my stats up to 90. right? You guys, I've talked about this way too often in my own build crafting in Destiny of, oh yes, if you want to get triple 100 stats, you need to get Artifice gear because you have that little boosted number thing. Now here, you can change your stats up to 200, which they just said will add more to it. We're going to continue onward. Don't worry, this is my 2 cents into this. For me, when I run a raid, when I run a dungeon, I want to get the gear there that says, yes, I ran this, but also I want the gear that says, like, oh, shit, if I do this, if I get this gear and it helps me with these stats, this is going to help me and how I play that much better. When I was playing Elder Scrolls Online and my buddy, our buddy Folded, helped me out with building gear, when we would run raids, so we can run raids, you know, I would need gear from another dungeon or from another raid that would give me good stats, which would increase my damage output, which would let me be able to deal more damage in the current content. That is some good stuff in my book as a end game player. For newer players, don't worry about any of this kind of stuff. This is for more veteran players like us to worry about, but if you do want to start looking into how you want to build into the game, this is for you. Because as a newer player coming into this, like new players coming into the game, this is going to be great for you guys, because then you can figure out, like, oh, you know, I want to be more of a gun style hunter. In my case, I am the gunslinger. You know, I'm bringing back my gunslinger hunter for this. You know, I'm going back to the frontier. Like right now, I'm dicking around as the Void Ninja, but like when I come back, like I am the Golden Gun Hunter. Like I just can't escape being the gunslinger. So you know, I want to bring out my hand cannons and sniper rifles again, as we're gonna go boom against whatever mysteries are at hand, right? And so by having something like that helps with the weapon class stats, or something that helps class stats, and then something that helps out weapon stats, that helps me out by a lot. So, and then if there's going to be matching gear, good. That means I want to rerun the content so I can get the higher stat gear, so I can get the full matching set with full stats on everything. That is something I've been asking for as a loot gremlin for the past how many years now. I could give a rat's ass about half the weapons I've collected and all of the ones that I can craft. Because now that I can craft it, well, who cares? You know, like, well, I mean, I do care in that, like, yes, I want to complete my collection. As a collectionist, this is good. As a min-maxer, this is great. As a newbie, cool. Now I know what to kind of look for. So these are all different aspects that really work well. And this is something that I've been looking forward to seeing about the new stuff. The shooting range, great. Absolutely fantastic. We've been needing a shooting range in Destiny for a long time now. So that we can get a feel for weapons, that we can get a feel for how your build works, so you can get a feel for all these different things.
Going to be gear bonuses that you can build on top of, correct? And that's a new Armor 3.0 feature.
Yeah, so gear bonuses when a new armor set drops. If you have 2 or more pieces from that armor set, you will get an additional perk. If you have 4 or more pieces from that armor set, you will get another perk on top of that. So I could take 2 pieces from one set, 2 pieces from another set, and then an exotic. And I have like more perks than I've ever had before on my Guardian.
I think we have an example of this in the build right now. If gameplay specialists could inspect an armor piece. You can see, yeah, here's some of the destination armor bonuses that you can get.
So yeah, these are unique to the armor set itself. Something more than just like cosmetics that you might want out of these.
Yeah. Gives you another reason to like go to a specific place and pursue a specific armor set besides just fashion. Although fashion is still very important.
You can still use your armor synthesis and put the looks on these.
Yeah, and I mean, we also get to make perks that are like, I'm the this guy, you know, because you're investing so heavily in the 4-piece perk. But what's really cool about this is like, I think this is going to be very cool at live when we like launch. But I think in like 2, you know, releases or whatever, just a little bit in the future, we're going to see people go like, hey, remember that armor that I got?
Like something from 2 seasons ago.
Right, the 2-piece perk from Kepler is really cool with whatever, and we're really excited about that.
Yeah, Yeah, and then the second piece of this is going to be for the stats rework. Some of the fragments are going to be reworked as well to adopt new stats or change, right?
Yeah, so fragments still can adjust your stats up or down depending on your build. And some of these, because we've deprecated some of our perks, or stats rather, some of these are new. Like we're going to have, some of these will have weapon stat, which never have happened before, which just opens up new build crafting avenues. We're going to kind of wait and see how this lands, how the dust settles for all of the stat stuff before we go in and adjust these further. But yeah, I think players have a lot of different ways to build out their stats.
Okay, so let's just do a quick jump in and talk about what we got going on here. So, new armors, new stats, new armors that have fun effects. I like that. All of these armor bits are gimmicky, so by the looks of it, we're going to be dealing with a Solar Strand setup for next episode, or next DLC. Take what you will accordingly, but also Bungie did say that you should be able to mix and match, and that modifiers and burns aren't really burns will be nice to have and to spec into, but you don't have to. So in this case, for me, as someone who likes to have a matching set of armor, it's nice that the exotic will count towards said set piece. That is fantastic in my book. As for the rest of it, it is what it is. It's gonna do its job. It's gonna do what it's meant to do. And who knows? Who knows what the seasonal armor is gonna do? Seasonal, episodic armor, whatever they want to name it. That's how it's gonna be, which is good. I do appreciate that we can mix and match old and new armors. In terms of it, Titans having Thor's hammer, I'm glad, because I know they've been asking for that for a while now. The Hunter grapple one, that's okay. That's good that they have the uptime and that they changed the Gambler's dodge, so that way it can be anywhere in the world now, so I don't have to be next to a bunch of dudes. It does change up my dive strike playstyle, but I don't think it's gonna change it that much. Especially with how I've currently been playing, in terms of just being right there in the middle and then just doing a jump, dodge, re-get my melee. I think this is going to help with my build even more now and be even nastier. Because I've kind of been running a grapple ninja build almost. And then the last thing of Warlocks having the Helion one. I use Helion sometimes, but if it's a solar-based season. If the artifact does have perks based on that, yeah, sure, I'll use solar. So this is something nice. There's a little something for everybody. And of course, a lot of armor is going to get a lot of rework. So, but yeah, there wasn't really too much in this little bit section that I really wanted to go over, other than, yes, new armor will count towards set bonuses. And each set bonus, as we saw here, where was it? Here, as you can see, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, and 4 pieces are going to be the main stat buffs here. As you can see here, 2-piece force converter after final blow with a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher. Sprint for a short time, you get a speed booster. Good, because then that means Starfire Protocol is making a huge comeback. Yes. Also, hi Purity, welcome to the discussion. Yes, Starfire Protocol is going to be great. I wasn't really one to use it, but if you are a Warlock that uses it, yes. I'm excited to see how it does. Because they did mention Ophidius Path will help out in this, in that, or even 6 Coyote, in which I get 2 dodges, or, I get more melees. And that if you can have, say, a 100 booster on melee, then your melee boost will come back even faster. So, yeah, if you really want to be a punchy character, you can be a punchy character for it. And so, I know for my speed hunters, all you arc hunters out there, or my speed titans, just, punch and go, that this is going to be great for you. I can see it now with, the flame, with the area denial grenade launchers. You can just pop it, run around the map, punch something, pop it, run around the map, and punch something, even faster now, too. Like, you are a wave of death on that. And then a 4-piece reactive booster here, as we can see. Once per activation of Force Converter, sprinting while at critical health, being suspended, or being slowed by a stasis effect will immediately grant speed booster for a short duration. So that is going to be like your oh shit button of I'm about to die, and you get hit by like one of the dread, and they drop a stasis crystal near you. Well, you're going to be able to sprint your way out of it. That is basically what this specific armor set is saying. This is the Aeon Renewal armor. So that is one of the ones from the new location. So that's just something to look into in terms of it. Future Shadow, good luck on splicing this one. This is your cue. Hey there guys, this is Future Shadow here, coming in and talking about the developer livestream from Destiny 2. I'm going to have to cut the video here short, solely because this is already running at almost 25 minutes long, and with the other half of the developer livestream, it is going to total out to about an hour, and I do not want to subject you to an hour's worth of video. I know we only have about 4 days left until Edge of Fate, and this video is coming out on Saturday. I'm going to upload the other 4 bits, talking about weapons and abilities and whatever else was in the live stream, as well as our little rant that we had on stream. So if you guys want to see that, you know what to do. But for now, this is where I'm going to have to end the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.